Hello everybody, how is it going? So, more law into Zoro. I know, the wish list video or whatever you want to call it started with the Zoro match, but you know, hey man, it's a good matchup to know. It's definitely I'd say one of Law's only harder matchups, maybe other than Whitebeard. I feel like Zoro and Whitebeard both kind of go even with Law. That's kind of my thoughts. They can go either way, but we got a good start. Our hands looking solid. By the way, this Film Brook into Zoro, any of your Zoros or like Robin, is so damn strong. Like, because pretty much if you think about it, your turn 2 you'll never be able to activate Shambles unless you're playing something like, I believe his name is like Dogra or Magra. It's one of those. Think of another Law of Life, really good. But yeah, if you think about it, you're never going to be able to activate your leader effect on this second turn you have if you're going second. So playing the double 5k bodies, which technically, I mean, this Zoro's a 6k body, is just super duper strong. I think I might end up going with Nami here. I think the only reason I go with Nami is I wanted to find this card. So you'll have to excuse me there. But it's super duper strong. Like, even next turn I can go Film Brook into Zoro, into Shambles, like, so super crazy. But honestly, I don't even know if I agree with that play. Like, I know I wanted to find the Robin, but yeah, by the way, the Robin is literally just so good because we can actually kill the buggies in this matchup without having to have a Nami on our board. That's kind of why I wanted it. I think I don't disagree with going Nami there because Nami can kill the buggy and so can Robin. Nami gets KO'd, but we at least still have the Robin. So now we can't really Film Brook, but we can still get our leader effect up with a bunch of blockers. But yeah, no, Film Brook is super strong. Basically makes you even more of an aggro deck, just having, what's it called, just 2 5Ks already into, you know, your blocker Law, into maybe a Search again, or a Rush Zoro, or another Zoro. Like, you're going to be really wide very fast. So, it basically just makes your board more threatening while also going really wide. But we'll play down a bunch of blockers. We'll restand the Robin because it's pretty important in this matchup. And we'll just go another 5 at him. But yeah, I know there's kind of like different variations of Zoro floating around, as there always is, I think. Some people are playing like Fire Fist and Teach, kind of playing a lower to the ground strategy rather than playing like Newgate and stuff like that. Which I think is... It might fit the deck a bit better, but 9-drop Whitebeard is still super strong. But I get the mentality of you want to be fast enough that, like, when yellow, like, say, plays their Big Mom, because like the best response to a 9-drop Newgate is a 10-drop Big Mom, so you kind of want to skip out on even playing that 9-drop and just straight up playing your smaller to the ground guys and going for face, which I think it's pretty smart because yellow is pretty prominent. That deck, although I would say it loses to Law, can definitely win the matchup because, you know, if they get hit really good triggers off life, I feel like that deck is super luck. Like, it can swing any matchup with just an amount of luck, which is it's kind of annoying to play against, I won't lie. But most of the time, I don't really struggle in that matchup. Still super good for Law, even if they are triggering a bunch of stuff. You're still in there, unless you get like Thunderbolted on all of your 5-drop Laws, which sucks because you can't even play around it like you can with Jet Pistol by putting a Dawn on him. You literally just like have to eat it. It's unfortunate. If you guys can't tell, I'm a bit salty from locals. I did lose to multiple Thunderbolts on my blocker Law, but I did misplay one of the games. I know why I lost. It was my fault, so I can't really make all the excuses in the world, but it can definitely be annoying. Triggers are very strong, but we're looking pretty good in this matchup. I think we're just gonna bully the Marco a little bit, try to get some more cards out of his hand. He'll defend it again. We'll go again. Why not? We're still at 2 life and we have a chopper on board. We're not too worried. And he'll let it die and bring it back by chucking a guard point. We'll play down a Dawn, probably just looking for a 2k counter. And then we can use our leader to take back the Dawn, play our Law, take back our Bonnie, probably play the Zoro, and we'll pass it back. We are looking very solid. I'm surprised this Robin is stuck around for more than the turn I played her. To be fair, I restood her like the turn I swung with her, so that definitely has something to do with it. But I have a lot of at least 3 videos of Law this week. I know a lot of people have been enjoying Law lately. A lot of people are telling me that they're getting into Law for this format, so don't worry, I got you guys. We're slamming down the Law content. Don't even worry about it. You'll get a lot of. I don't know how many more Zoros I have. I know there's a yellow matchup in there. I think a Big Bomb instead of a Katakuri. There might also be a Katakuri. You guys will see through the thumbnails. But for now we're starting on Zoro. Probably a matchup if you guys have played Law before. You know it can be scary. But he's on his new gate turn. Also, he is not playing the low to the ground version I was playing. If you guys remember in the testing video, he was playing cards like Fire Fist and Teach, and I think that's kind of like what you end up subbing out for not playing the higher end stuff. I think both variations are good. I think I'm not sure which is better. Honestly, I know the more mid-rangey version is better into Law because again they play cards like Fire Fist that are really good into your deck. But we're just gonna bully down his leader a little bit. He's pretty low on cards, so we'll just ask for 1 card to swing or he'll take a life. Either is cool with me. Probably not even gonna swing with the Robin because I think it's run its course of getting value. We're not gonna be able to keep it on board, so we'd rather just take it back for the 1k counter, play down our Law, probably get a Zoro down. I think we'll be able to swing with that Zoro because we can go 2 Dawn on that Zoro and leave 2 of our Laws standing. I think that's a good play. And he is on 1 life now. We'll see if he takes this one as well. And he does, so he pretty much has to kill me this turn or he is probably dead unless he plays like a bunch of Marcos, which is possible. I don't know what exactly he was looking for here with the Izo. He grabs a Marco, so he does have 1 more blocker, which could potentially save him. Goes 1 Dawn on leader. Plays down his other blocker Marco. Weird order to do stuff in, but it's okay. We don't really play Jet Pistol anymore, so he doesn't have to worry about that triggering from life. By the way, I miss that card so much sometimes. Like I know that it's like it really isn't that good in this format with, you know, pistoling a Marco, it just comes right back. Yellow, I mean, it's okay pistoling them, but it's not the best. So I like you aren't really supposed to play it, but I do miss it. But he's going 7 at our Zoro. We pretty much know, you know, we're living, so we want to keep our board to hopefully go for game. But I think I'm okay with letting 1 go because I kind of want to look for a restand Law with 1 of our Bonnies, so we end up having to let 2 go. It's fine though, we still have 3 pretty decent swings, and we'll be able to play our double Bonnie if need be to find that restand Law. We'll hopefully find one immediately so we don't have to waste an extra 2 Dawn. Sadly we don't, so we can take probably just it doesn't really matter because Beji will be popped by New Gate, and Basil we don't really want to play down this turn because we want to go for game. So sadly neither of them have counter. But we'll play our second Bonnie. There's the restand Law we were looking for. So now we're just gonna probably swing a bunch of 7s, at least get him down a bunch of cards, and then we could possibly out like the Marco if we know we can't kill him this turn. But we'll go 5 at lead. He's representing 3 Dawn up, so if he actually has 3 events, just going low to the ground is pretty strong. We'll go 1 Dawn on our blocker Law. Attack for 7. He guard points. Go 1 Dawn on our Zoro. Attack for 7. He'll, what's it called? Red Hawk and Killer Bonnie. That's pretty strong. Now, this scenario does seem kind of scary, but we can't play the Robin. We need to just play like a Dodon, if anything, and then we can bounce into our Restand Law. So we're probably not going to end up going for game this turn. We really can't. Sadly, Dodon whiffs, and we bottom deck. I think that's our last or second to last blocker Law, but we should be okay. So we're just going to play it safe this turn. Going to restand my other Law. And he's low on cards now. So if we survive this turn, we'll be able to go for game. It's always, just because I'm used to old Zoro that didn't play any blockers, it's like, hold on, blockers are still really strong. Especially when, with Zoro at least, you can just be like, okay, I'm just going to turn them all sideways because I'm going to be aggressive regardless, and you just can't kill this body if I don't want you to. So, definitely that dynamic as well. Marco is low-key just a good beater. Both of them are, especially the 5-drop. I mean, you put it down on Zoro, he's already 7k. That's crazy. So I'll go 7 at my 6k Zoro. I feel like a ton of people forget that it's 6k on their turn as well. So this is kind of an easy defend. How this turn will go is I'll probably end up letting that Zoro die. I would imagine he'll clear my Bonnie, and then I'd be okay with taking some life, because we still have a 2 life kind of cushion there. So yeah, we'll let the Zoro go. It was inevitable. I'd rather trade Zoro than Blocker Law, because they're the same amount right now. And he'll probably go like, he can pop the Bonnie with Newgate if he doesn't want to swing with Izo, but I don't think it really makes a difference. Okay, he'll just attack with Izo into our Bonnie, and I'm obviously not going to turn a Law sideways because I don't want his Newgate killing one. So that was a pretty smart play on his part, kind of baiting me with some value of taking the free block for the Bonnie. But obviously if I blocked, he'd go 2 Dawn on Newgate, attack my my Blocker Law, and then pop my Bonnie anyway, so it was never happening. So we'll take the big hit from his lead. He leaves 5 Dawn up, so we sadly don't have a Bonnie to really look for a Restand Law or anything like that, so we're just going to have to make it work with what we got. I don't know exactly what I was looking for in my grave. We're on 1 life. I don't know what I'm doing here exactly. I think I'm just doing some math on what are the good numbers to swing for. So we'll attack for 7. He'll 2k, 1k. We'll go, I assume, for another 7. And if he has an event here, I do think he lives, because we don't have a rush. So, okay, we'll actually go for 8 on the read that it's a guard point and not a Radical Beam. I think we had to do that because we wouldn't have been able to go 999. So we had to read the guard point there. Because if not, I think if it was just a beam, I think we were losing regardless. But if we went 7 there and he guard points, then we just lose outright. And yep, we'll go 10 with our last Law, and we end up getting it. I really wish I knew if that was a guard point or not, because I'm curious. But I guess I'll never know. I'll try to rematch, but I don't think he doesn't take it. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. There'll be more Law coming up this week, and I'll see you there.